Hello again, everyone. My name is Mike Morgan. This is Chef Randall, and we're in the Cashway kitchen. And before we get started today, I just want to point out we thank you for all of the feedback that you're giving us, and it's wonderful to hear from you. It's always nice to get comments about what we're doing, and specifically maybe we're asking you to help us out on what we could be doing. And so if you have some suggestions, whether it's something that you like to see Chef Randall work on, or just comment on. The knowledge is endless. So if there's a question with regarding to your kitchen or anything regarding what goes on to it, don't hesitate to drop us a line.
Sure.
Thank you for cooperating. But get a hold of us at valleynewslive.com. Just send it in either on an email form or whatever the case may be. No parameters, no boundaries, no borders.
I would say that if you're struggling with this in your kitchen, it's not unlikely that everyone else or a lot of people are too. So I don't think that you need to really worry too much about is it something that's worthy of us discussing.
Right, and what I try to do is as we go through this process, if I see something that comes to mind or whatever the case may be, I'll ask him about it, and maybe you will have something as well, and you can certainly follow up, and we'll try to address it in an upcoming episode. So today, thank you so much, by the way, and today we are going to be working with pound cake.
Yeah, we're making a dessert, and since we're kind of on this whole grilling phase, and we're kind of phasing out
Winding
summer
it down,
and all that.
Temperatures are changing a little bit.
Right. So we're gonna do that. So we're gonna make some. We're gonna macerate some strawberries. So maceration is that process in which. Go ahead. Yep. We.
More.
Okay, there we go.
They air on Mondays and Wednesdays, not a Friday.
We have some sugar. So
Okay.
my basic rule of thumb for macerating strawberries is for every 1 pound of strawberries, I'd use about a 1/4 cup or less of sugar. Depends on how sweet you like it. And then I cut the strawberries in quarters so that I have a nice, it still has some quality or some body to it. If you cut it too thin, it tends to get real soft real quick. And then also we're going to add in, so we add in balsamic vinegar and strawberries. Okay. Weird. However, balsamic vinegar and strawberries are a match made in heaven.
Why so?
It's just one of those things.
Good tasting.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
I can't think of anything like bourbon and ginger.
Bourbon and ginger,
Bourbon
which
and
we've
ginger.
addressed in previous shows.
Right. So it's kind of one of those things. So I'm going to have you just mix this in.
Okay.
So the actual act or the process of maceration is that you mix it with the strawberries, and then the strawberries start to release their liquid, and then that dissolves the sugar, and now it kind of creates its own kind of a sauce. And it takes about 20 minutes for that to happen. And then we've added in a little rosemary and a little balsamic vinegar. So we're kind of taking a little twist on this, and rosemary actually happens to be a member of the mint family. So it's really not that far of a stretch. Now we have some mascarpone. Mascarpone is kind of like a cream cheese. It's a little softer, a little higher fat content. And then we added some powdered sugar to it, and that's what we have here. Okay? Then we have some whipping cream. So I like to use a relatively high fat cream, so I buy a good quality whipping cream. And then I have a cold bowl and cold cream.
Why cold?
Why cold? So when I was teaching culinary school, I'd have students come to me and be like, "Chef, I can't get the whipped cream to melt or whip. It just won't come together." And I'd feel the bowl, and I'd feel and I would know instantly that it's not cold. So you're whipping air into here, and you need that cream to actually hold that air. And if the cream is warm, it won't hold that air. So you need to make sure that everything's cold. So I put this in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. And so what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and whip this to a pretty good stiff peak. We'll let that marinate. I'm going to go and butter some of the pound cake, and I'm going to cut this about 1.5 inches thick. And we're going to butter both sides, and we're going to grill both sides. And what we're going to try to do is we're going to toast that. And that's going to get a nice grill mark, and it's going to give us a nice toasty quality. And this is going to be the base for our shortcake.
Super.
Right?
We'll do all that while we're away. We hope you will come back to us in just a couple of minutes. We continue here on North Dakota Today.